everyone, and welcome back to Fashion Experts. I'm Amanda Lockhart, and we have a very exciting show for you today. First up, we sit down with high school makeup artist Kyle Mogg and talk to him about how makeup influences his life. Then, Corey and Kendra go head-to-head in a DIY challenge. Finally, we get an inside look on how teachers bring style into the classroom. Enjoy the show!
Blake High School is home to many different creative outlets where students can express themselves through the performing arts. One student in particular uses fashion to make a statement.
I first started getting into makeup around the first grade. It was all over YouTube and everything, and people like Michelle Phan and Candy Johnson and Nika Tutorials, they really inspired me, and it was just an interesting thing because it was just like painting on a face. In this day and age, it's sometimes scary going out in public with makeup on. You never know who you're gonna end up seeing in a bathroom somewhere or in a hallway. And people are not nice, but I've learned that if I seem confident and I seem strong and I seem okay with who I am and confident within that, then people tend to bother me less because I'm not vulnerable. I think fashion, it's a tool that everyone can use to make themselves feel better. And going throughout life, you have to be secure and happy with who you are. And I think fashion and makeup and all of that stuff can really help someone with low self-esteem or help someone who isn't secure in who they are, because it will just overall shape your mood. For me, it helps me know that right now, no matter what everyone else thinks, it doesn't matter what they think. I love the way I look right now. I love the way I look without it on, with ugly clothes, with clothes that I like on. It will just shape the way that I feel about myself, and I'll feel better about myself. It's not a lack of confidence without it, it's the increase of confidence with it.
Where out of all these supplies that are required, you have to use all the recycled materials in what you're making.
Oh my gosh, I think I know what I'm gonna do.
Okay, bubble wrap.
Probably should have made them color coordinated, but oh well.
Detail.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
We love our teachers, and we want to know how they incorporate style into the classroom.
I've always been a little bit offbeat when it comes to my fashion, and I used to be afraid of that when I was in high school, but I've come to realize that being offbeat is awesome, and so because of that, I incorporate my quirkiness in my classroom in many ways.
I think clothes do tell a story, and I don't want my story to be, gosh, I almost forgot to come to school because I was in my pajamas and didn't really want to teach anything. So yes, it does define you.
I think teaching at an art school opens the dress code because you can be a little more creative and probably come in some crazy hair and crazy outfits, and it makes it a little more accepting.
What is so wonderful is that everybody can create his own persona. They don't have to be like everybody else. They can define themselves, and that's important.
I think attire affects the way that anyone looks at anyone, because when you first see a person, not only do you see them for themselves, but we as humans make judgments on how a person is based off of what they're wearing. So when people see me, I hope that they see that I'm put together, but that I also go a little bit against the grain. So that's my intention.
I mean, you want liveliness and life and light in the classroom. Otherwise, why would anyone want to come into it?
We hope you liked this episode of Fashion Experts. See you next week, fashionistas!